It's official, Kim Kardashian is now a billionaire. Hey guys, welcome back to another shared news from home. We have the latest on Kim Kardashian's newest milestone, but before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future updates. I'm Gianna Gravelisi, and today I am joined by the wonderful Fiona Zering. Fiona, $1 billion. That is a huge number. It's a 10-figure number. So let's just dive right into how Kim did it. Kim Kardashian has officially earned her spot on the Forbes World Billionaire list. The magazine has estimated Kim's net worth to have grown from $780 million back in October to now $1 billion. Forbes mentions her success comes from her beauty line KKW Beauty and her SKIMS brand, along with earnings from Keeping Up with the Kardashians, real estate, and other investments. Now, Fiona, are we surprised that Kim Kardashian became a billionaire? What are your thoughts?
You know, I don't even know how to answer that. I am like equal parts totally shocked and equal parts like not even a bit surprised. I feel like the Kardashians are just like keep going up and up and up and up and up. We have been seeing this for years. They have so many different brands, products, endorsements. Like they are worth so much for their time at this point that, I mean, to be at 780, obviously she was going to keep growing. She's not going anywhere. I guess it makes sense. But billion with a B is just so hard to even fathom to me. Like, how could anyone possibly be worth $1 billion? Not just Kim, anyone out there. It totally just blows my mind. So I think when you really start to like break down what that number looks like and try to visualize it, it's just like mind boggling no matter what. I mean, obviously she's had a lot of success. That part doesn't surprise me. The number itself is just jaw-dropping. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, what do you think? It's like hard for me to even process.
I'm right there with you. You know, I read $1 billion and at first I'm like, oh, it's $1 billion, no big deal. But people need to realize the number before $1 billion is $999,999,999. Like, I don't have nearly that much in my bank account, obviously. So, I mean, I was definitely shocked by the number, but I wasn't surprised to see this coming. You know, Kim is so successful. She's always doing the most. I feel like, you know, all the sisters really have their own things going with their beauty brands, their apps, but Kim really knows how to hone down on her success and profit off of it. And, I just have to applaud her for everything that she's doing. I feel like sometimes people may overlook the work she actually puts in when we will actually get to that. And, Kim, amongst all of her sisters, are working hard to make the money that they deserve. Kim is actually the second woman out of the Kardashian-Jenner family to have become a billionaire, the first being Kylie, and she now joins her former husband Kanye West on the list as well. Kim became a business owner in 2017 when she launched KKW Beauty, selling thousands of contour kits, and the brand now has an eclectic collection of different beauty products. She also financially grew the brand by selling 20% of it to a partnering beauty company, Coty, for $200 million. And we can't forget about Kim's shapewear, SKIMS. They launched in 2019, increasing her revenue by the millions. And aside from all of this, she also owns 3 properties as well as shares in Disney, Amazon, Netflix, and Adidas stock. So, as I mentioned earlier, there's a type of Kardashian stereotype that none of the sisters really work for their success. We see all the jokes and the memes all over social media saying that they were kind of born into wealth, but this just proves that Kim's a businesswoman, wouldn't you say, Fiona?
Oh, absolutely. I think, there's something to be said about the Kardashians, like the joke of they're famous for being famous, right? Like, sure, they are kind of famous for being famous, but they're not rich for like, it just fell into their lap, right? I mean, you can't make that same parallel. They definitely work hard. Obviously, they have incredible teams surrounding them of very smart business people who have been able to take these ideas and help powerhouse them to, the corporations that they are right now. But the reality of it is like, they could have been the cast of Jersey Shore, right? They could be the Real Housewives. Like, we know other very famous reality television stars. When they first started keeping up with the Kardashians, there was no guarantee that they were going to grow to the level of superstardom that they absolutely have. And I think that they absolutely deserve credit for that. There is a reason that, you know, there are varying levels of fame in the actor, singer, performer industry, right? I mean, we see people winning awards and then we see people just starting out. There are varying degrees of fame across the spectrum. That includes reality TV. They are clearly good at what they do. They are clearly smart at turning a profit, capitalizing off of their ideas, their success, their likeness. So, you know, I think it's hard sometimes for people to remove the like stigma of it all with the Kardashians and really cheer for them because it feels like they have so much was handed to them. There are arguments to be made there, of course. But someone like me, I'm like, listen, you've just got to respect it where it's due. And they know how to make money. That is a skill that clearly they have. I mean, you just can't deny it.
You're so right, Fiona. I mean, you really can't deny it. Kris Jenner is, you know, their inspiration. She is the queen of this family. And I think that her skills with business and profiting off of their success really were passed down to Kim and all of the girls specifically. You know, I have to be honest, when I saw that Kylie was announced as a self-made billionaire, that made me a little angry at first. You know, the word self-made kind of glanced over the fact that, you know, they were born into fame. But as you said, Fiona, just because they have the platform doesn't mean that's just an easy gateway to being a billionaire. I mean, come on, Kris Jenner's not even a billionaire. So the fact that only Kylie and Kim are and have been announced as such really shows the work that they put in, you know? You can have the platform, you can have the millions of followers, you can have the TV show, but what are you doing business-wise on top of that? And also, I'm not sure if you're watching the season right now, the very first episode, they were on vacation, they were in a house somewhere in their luxury apartments or whatever they were doing, but Kim was sitting studying for the LSAT exam because she's also trying to become a lawyer on top of all of her success. So it really just shows how driven she is. She has children too. She's now, unfortunately, a single mother. Like, this girl has a lot on her plate. So for people to say that she doesn't work, it's really not justified. And when Kim first made the cover of Forbes, she even tweeted, "Not bad for a girl with no talent." Kim's first feature in the magazine was back in 2011. It highlighted her 6.6 million Twitter followers and ranking just below Barack Obama. She was then featured again 5 years later in 2016 after huge success from her mobile game, Kim Kardashian Hollywood. If anybody remembers that app, I know I played it. And that raked her in $51 million. So now we're here. It's 2021. She's finally a billionaire, and Kim has yet to speak out about her billionaire status because she's on vacation right now. She's still posting her SKIMS brand, posting her KKW Beauty, doing her entrepreneurial thing. And the Kardashian family, as we said, Fiona, has really built an empire. Kim is obviously doing so much. So what do you see Kim doing in the future?
Well, you know, what's really interesting is I feel like Kim is someone who I've just like, for lack of a better way of saying it, known for such a long time, right? I think back to like middle school, I was talking about Kim Kardashian, aware of Kim Kardashian. So she's someone who's been a part of our lives for a really long time. And I've always been, you know, a quote unquote fan of the Kardashians. You enjoy the show when it's on. We love to keep up with them, all the things. But especially over the past few years, I feel like personally, I've like reached a turning point in my relationship with Kim where I like really admire what she's doing now, especially with the, you know, social justice, the criminal justice reform, the fact that she's trying to become a lawyer, all of these things that she's sort of, I feel like kind of woken up to. I've kind of done a lot of different things. I have a lot of passion projects. I have a lot of success. I know who I am. And I'm not going to let anyone keep me kind of in this box, right? I'm known for my shapewear. I'm known for my beauty, my, you know, photo shoots, all that jazz. But I'm going to do more than that. So honestly, the fact that she now is billionaire with a B, I really do hope, I mean, she has more money than she could ever possibly need to exist in this world. I just hope that it sort of like empowers her to she's a new level of wealth. She has a new status, and she's going to take those passion projects, the the law stuff, the justice reform, and really throw herself into that in a way that I think she genuinely does want to, because when you're a billionaire, people just have to listen to you, right? I mean, she has a lot of power. So, not that she never used her wealth for good in the past, but that's just something that I personally hope to see, because the passion's there. She's got a lot of successful businesses. It feels like this is the start of a new chapter. And I think it would be really great if this chapter kind of marked this second half of her career of, what she's passionate about in life. Obviously, only time will tell, and I don't even know personally what that looks like once you become a billionaire. How you start, trying to figure out those decisions. But that's what I'm hopeful for at the very least.
You hit the nail on the head, Fiona. I mean, it's so amazing that we actually got to watch Kim grow. Obviously, we know how she kind of launched her career with the sex tape. A lot of people just kind of looked down on her for that. She was seen as just like a sex symbol to many people. She was modeling, and she didn't bring much to the table way back in the beginning. I remember just thinking, okay, this is a pretty girl. She's on the cover of magazines and she's rich and lives in California. I thought that was it. She didn't really have anything else to offer. But like you said, we've seen her now. She's in criminal justice reform on top of owning stocks. I didn't even know she owned stocks. I mean, I don't even dabble in that myself. So she must be really smart to be doing that on top of all these other things. So for her to gain all of this money, of course, being a billionaire. I mean, again, she has kids. Maybe she's going to pay for her kids. Maybe they'll go to college. Maybe they'll want to do something. I know, knowing Kim, she'll probably donate to some charities. She got somebody out of jail. Like, she really has proven herself as the person that she's become over the last decade that we've got to know the Kardashians, specifically Kim herself. So I really do think that Kim has a bright future ahead of her, and I can't wait to see what she does to really impact her community and really grow her family, amongst other things. All right, you guys, that is all we have for you today. As always, we want to know your thoughts about the newest billionaire, Kim Kardashian, in the comments below. And lastly, don't forget to follow us on our socials, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. As always, I'm Gianna Gravelisi, and I was joined by the lovely Fiona Zering, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.